Hey there, welcome back buddy. In this video, we will be learning what is duplicate and matching rule in Salesforce and also its related concepts that you have to know. Let's get started. Now, why do we even need duplicate rule in Salesforce? The answer is very simple. In order to block the users from creating the duplicate records or to alert them regarding the duplicates record, we will be creating duplicate rules. Now, in order to access the duplicate rules, search for duplicate rules in the setup and select the option duplicate rules. And here you will be seeing the list of existing duplicate rules that is available in your instance. Also remember, by default in every instance there will be some of the standard duplicate rules. If you don't want them, you can deactivate it. Okay, now let's see how to create a new rule. Select this button, new rule, and you have to select for which object you are creating this duplicate rule. So now let's take a scenario. We have to prevent the creation of duplicate lead records, so we are creating duplicate rule for the lead object. So I'm selecting the lead object. But if I'm scrolling down, here we have to select the matching rule. Okay. So before creating the duplicate rule, we have to know what is matching rule and how to create them. So in order to create the matching rule, search for matching rule in the setup. And as like we are having some of the standard duplicate rule, we do also have some of the standard matching rule as well. Okay. Now let me create one new matching rule. And here also we have to select the object. So in our scenario, it is the lead object. I'm clicking on next and it is asking for the rule name. So let's say in our scenario, if two lead records are having the same email, we have to consider that as a duplicate record. Okay. So I'm giving the rule name accordingly. Let's say like lead email matching rule so that it will be clear for everybody. And here is where we have to set the criteria, which is nothing but we have to tell the Salesforce if any of the two records matching these criteria, you should be considering them as the duplicate records. So that's what we have to define here. So in our scenario, it is like if it is email and we have two types of matching method. One is exact and the other is fuzzy match. So in the email fields, we are not having the fuzzy match. In order to show you that, let me select one another field, let's say first name. And here we will be having an option fuzzy match. So fuzzy match is nothing but if the values in the specified fields is partially matching for any of the two records, then also Salesforce will be considering them as the duplicate records. So that is a fuzzy match. For now, we don't need this particular criteria. We're just going to check whether if any two records are having the exact same email, we're going to consider them as the duplicate records. Now here we are having an option, right? Match blank fields. What does that mean? So it is asking that even the blank value should be considered as a duplicate. In our scenario, we shouldn't be enabling this because two leads might not be having the email address. But only for that reason, we shouldn't be considering them as a duplicate records, right? And that's the reason we are not enabling this option, match blank fields, okay? And let's say if you're having multiple matching criteria and you wanted to add the filter logic as like 1 and 2 or 3, like this particular combination, you can also add them, okay? And for now, I'm saving this matching rule. Now that we have successfully created the matching rule, we have to activate them. So let me activate it. So we will be receiving an email once the activation was completed. So it should be quick enough. Fine. Now let me go back to the duplicate rule and let's create one duplicate rule. So basically in matching rule, we are telling Salesforce what are the criteria you have to use in order to determine any two records as a duplicate. And in duplicate rules, we have to tell what should be done if the duplicate was detected. Okay. Let's say the rule name be lead duplicate rule itself for simplicity. And the next option is record level security. If you're selecting enforce sharing rules, Salesforce will be comparing the records only that the user is having access to. Whereas in contrast, if bypass sharing rule is selected, Salesforce will be scanning through all the records in that particular object, irrespective of whether the user is having access to or not. Okay. For now, let me bypass the sharing rule for our scenario. And here is where you have to select the action. Okay. Action on create and action on edit. So either you can allow the user to create the record or else you can completely block the user. So for now, I'm selecting block in both the actions, but we will also come back and see how allow option works as well. Okay. Now here is where we have to select the matching rules. So let me select the matching rule which we just created. So it's not rendering over here. I have to refresh it seems. Let me quickly do so. And yes. So if you are seeing here, the matching rule which we just created is showing up. Let me select them. And similarly, you can add 3 more rules. Okay, maximum you can add 3 rules in the single duplicate rules. So let me remove them. And also you can specify the condition under which your duplicate rule should be firing. So for now, I'm not having any such condition. But remember, there is an option to select the condition under which you can trigger your duplicate rule. Okay, I'm saving the duplicate rule. And finally, we have to make sure to activate the duplicate rule. Okay, now that we have successfully created the matching rule and duplicate rule, it's time for testing. Now you can see that I have already created a lead with name duplicate record one and with this particular email address. Okay. Now let me try to create one another lead with the same email address and let's check whether it is allowing me to create or not. So let me create one another lead record. Let's say lead duplicate, for example, and I'm providing the same email address which is already there in another record. Okay. Now let me try to save the record. And here you can see it is completely blocking me from saving the record. So this is how this particular option, which is block, works. Now let me modify this to alert and check how it is behaving. So let me allow, and I'm also selecting this particular option, alert, and I'm saving it. Now going back to the same lead record, I'm trying to save, but now you can see it is not completely blocking me. Instead, it is alerting me stating that there is a duplicate record already exists in the instance. Do you still want to create this record? So if I am proceeding to create the record, it will allow me to create. Okay. So this is the difference between block and allow. Now I just wanted you to know what is the purpose of this particular option, report. So before that, you have to know there is an object in Salesforce which is duplicate record sets. Okay, let me just open that first. And here by default only recently viewed list view will be there. You should be creating one new list view in order to show all the records which are available under this particular object. So the usage of this particular object is that in the duplicate rule, whenever you're selecting allow as an option and alert is enabled, whenever the user is trying to create the duplicate record, they will be notified. But even after that, if the user is creating the duplicate record and you wanted to track them under a specific object, we have to enable this particular option, report. So before it was disabled, right? And that's the reason, even though we have created the duplicate record, there is no track in the Salesforce. Now that I'm enabling this particular option on create as well as on the edit action as well. Okay, now I'm saving it. Now let me create one another duplicate lead record. So let me copy this email address. Next, let's say duplicate lead record 2, and I'm giving the same email address and I'm saving it. So here you can see the alert is coming up, but let's say I'm ignoring this particular alert and I'm creating a duplicate record. So as this particular report option is enabled, right, Salesforce will be tracking it under this duplicate record set object. So if I'm refreshing over here, you can see a record has been created. If I'm opening up this particular record, you'll be seeing based on which duplicate rule this particular record set was detected or created. And if I'm going to related, you'll be seeing the list of duplicate record items as well. So these 3 records are having the same email address, and that's the reason you can see these 3 record items were created under this duplicate record set. Now I hope you have gotten clear understanding what is the purpose of this option, report in the duplicate rule. Now finally we will see how to create the report for tracking the duplicate records, and we'll wind up the video. So the first step is to create the report type. For that, search for report type in the quick find, and you will be seeing this option, report types. Click on continue, and I'm going to create one new custom report type. The primary object in our scenario is lead. So let me just give it like lead duplicates as a report type label, and I'm giving the same for description. And I'm going to store this report type under the other reports category, and I'm making it as deployed, and I'm clicking on next. And for the related object, we have to select duplicate record items, and I'm saving it. Now that we have successfully created the report type, it's time to create the report itself. For that, navigate to this reports tab and click on new report. So here is where we have to select the report type which we just created. So lead duplicate is what we created, right? Let me select the same report type. and I'm starting the report. So you can modify the filter as per your requirement. For now, I'm selecting all leads as well as converted data as all time. Fine. And here you can select what are the fields that you wanted to display. For example, I'm displaying email, company, so and so. And here you can group it by the duplicate record set name. And now you can see we can easily track the list of duplicate records under the lead object. And I hope now you have got a clear understanding about duplicate and matching rules in Salesforce. And yes, that's it for this video. See you next video. Thank you. Bye bye.